¿Y qué onda, gente? Bienvenidos a un React más. Estamos esperando la conferencia de Capcom, que prácticamente ya va por empezar. A ver qué tanto nos anuncian. A ver qué tal.
E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
Another time.
Bye-bye.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
Gran juego, Resident Evil Village. Apenas lo acabamos en stream hace unos como 2 días. Yo estoy sacando el platino actualmente del juego y... gran juego, recomendadísimo. Hola, Reggie.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Reverse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Reverse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Okay. Obviamente. Confirmando que va a haber DLC próximamente para Village.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin.
Ok, vamos con Stories. Seguramente habrá algo de Rise. Yo creo que sí van a anunciar, aunque sea un poquito de Rise. Pero pues bueno, ahorita vamos a checar Stories. ¿Saben que la historia y las cinemáticas se me hacen muy Breath of the Wild? O sea, el gameplay nada que ver, pero como que esas cinemáticas se me hacen muy Breath of the Wild.
But against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red's old monster again. Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
This is the legendary monster, Ray's Wing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin.
It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will. And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
Esta Stories 2 sí tiene demasiados monstruos. Por mera nostalgia llama. Pues es demasiados los que ya mostraron.
Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
A voice. Can you hear it?
Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
O sea, igual aquí son amigos, pero también tienen armas con las pieles de ellos. Ok, y salen los palamuts también. DLCs gratis. Versión gratis, versión de prueba en junio 25. ¿O qué decía? ¿Qué decía? No vi bien. Ah, no vi bien. Pasó muy rápido eso. Sí, decía demo. Demo disponible el 25 de junio.
Looks pretty epic, right?
Mínimo así ya vamos a poder
The canine
calarlo.
companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th. Which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th.
25 de
That's not the
junio,
only way to join the hunt.
Van a poder
Millions of you made
transferir
Monster Hunter
su
Rise a
archivo
huge
de
success
guardado
earlier this
si es
year.
que sí deciden
And we have
comprarlo.
even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
Y ahí viene lo bueno. Vamos con Rise.
Let's go! This is for my fellow hunters!
Rathalos is no runt.
Moon's blessing emerge.
Get ready. I have a good feeling. What will it be? Moon's blessing.
La primera colaboración ya la habíamos escuchado, que iba a ser el gatito de Monster Hunter Stories. Y los trajes. Eventos. Y algunas de las cosas que van a dar en los eventos. Ah, esos estaban chidos. Pero esos eran de descarga. Esos, los que están chidos, te los cobran. Junio 24.
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan, with all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Nada tan
North
interesante.
American and
Rise.
European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London
Sí,
to
eso.
play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo,
The Great Ace
Phoenix Wright's
Attorney es
ancestor,
otro
in
gran
this
juego de
action-packed
Capcom,
prequel. Now let's hear more
A ver
about the
qué tal
story.
está.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Herlock shows.
Lo de Rise básicamente lo pueden haber mostrado en un tweet, así es. Ya se sabía, y esto ya lo hemos dicho alguna vez, o sea, no era como que iban a mostrar la gran cosa. Porque por Rise como que ya le van a dar su descansito.
It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a
O no
cross-examination.
sé, al igual y al final anuncian algo, O sea, al igual y al final...
Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
So we have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
No sé si sea muy buena idea mostrar gameplay de Ace Attorney nunca, porque Ace Attorney es un excelente juego.
I'm John,
pero creo que
Capcom's marketing brand manager.
para mostrarlo es un poco difícil de transmitir la idea de Ace Attorney.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Así es, cuando dice Play 4 también se refiere a Play 5.
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Susato and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock. Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
Lo que les decía, o sea, no es muy buena idea mostrar gameplay de Ace Attorney, porque no entiendes la idea. O sea, si te lo muestran así, no transmite mucho. O sea, los juegos son muy buenos, La verdad, si tienen oportunidad, jueguen Ace Attorney. Obviamente, comiencen si pueden con Phoenix Wright. Pero la serie ya, no por nada ya lleva un buen de títulos. O sea, yo creo que la fecha de llevar fácil unos 8 títulos. Pero sí, como que no es como para andarlo mostrando. Solo hacen que la gente se aburre.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions.
Exacto, sí, porque si no, nada más aquí nada más, o sea, básicamente nada más nos están poniendo texto y texto y texto y texto. Y así como de, pues ajá, chido. Pero, ¿por qué veo a 3 monitos ahí pintados y ya?
As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
O sea, le dijo, tú eres una mujer por el largo de tu cabello. O sea, qué buen detective. Esa fue su deducción.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
In summation examination, take the stand
Los
and face off against
la
the
verdad es
jurors.
que sí, o sea, si pueden sí darle chance, la neta ahorita sí se ve, que, como dice ahí el pato, se ve que tiene más texto que los libros de historia. La verdad ya que lo estás jugando es bueno, pero sí, creo que es muy mala idea porque aparte de Capcom tratar de mostrar y explicar todo este juego cuando explicar esta clase de juegos creo que los hace más aburridos.
Objection!
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these
sobre todo las historias son muy buenas, o sea, las historias están muy bien hechas, los casos, cómo se desenvuelve todo. Pero pues
Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans
deténganse
and diehard
Capcom,
fans.
ya. Y miren, sale ya, no sabía que salía tan rápido. Para Steam, Play 4 y
Switch.
Switch.
I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters, Rob TV and Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom Esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
De mí me acuerdo un poco, Eric, me acuerdo un poco.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom Esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire, Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
¿Por qué no me trajeron a Daigo?
Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it, and I think that's the perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today.
No, todavía no se acaba, Están hablando de un poquito de lo que es con los Capcom Pro Tours, pero dijeron que después de esto ya van a mostrar premiers. Hablaron de premiers, o sea que se vienen revelaciones nunca antes vistas. Solo dijeron que quieren hablar de un poquito de cómo va todo el mundo esto del Pro Tour. Que a lo mejor no muchos somos fans. Algunos otros sí. Pero al final se supone que dijeron que tienen guardado unas premiers.
It's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament, but that money alone, that's not what's really at stake here. It's about making it to the granddaddy of them all, Capcom Cup.
Item just reset in grand finals of Capcom Cup.
So behind me, you can see in all of its glory, the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official stage and set. And that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of, the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot. 2021, we have 32 events going on in the Capcom Pro Tour, spanning across 19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities for players from around the world to get that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we could expect for 2021.
Va al final. No, Fatale sí sale, pero hasta que pongan el DLC chido.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour
Hasta que pongan el DLC fuerte.
Channel, you can do so on a plethora of platforms. We have it on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check out the VODs for all the competitive studying you would need to become a successful Street Fighter V player, as well as catching some of the community-focused content that we have on Capcom Fighters. We have No Neutral, the official pre-show of the Capcom Pro Tour. We have sets where we take players from around the world and play off in an exhibition first to 10. Not only that, actually, we do have Street Fighter League that's happened season after season, non-stop action, 6 teams of 3, duke it out in this battle tournament.
Digo, al inicio están como... O sea, esperemos que sí muestren algo. Realmente ahorita nada más es como que un resumen de lo que ha habido, de lo chido que les va con sus 3 pilares, que son Street Fighter, Resident Evil y ahora Monster Hunter. Creo que es como que su trío maravilla de Capcom. Tienen otros juegos, pero son los 3 más queridos.
Let's not forget, the Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around the world are competing for their place in the World Finals happening next month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
I highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started off with the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events going on afterwards, but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely excited about that.
100%. I mean, of course, your boy is from Ohio. Make sure you guys tune in to see the tournament.
You do not want to miss.
O sea, más les vale que sí tengan algo bueno ahorita al final, una buena premiere o algo así, porque si no, sí los van a... O sea, sí las críticas van a estar duras,
Obviously, they got a rivalry. I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed the lives of so many people here.
Porque, o sea, a la fecha han mostrado Resident Evil Village y nada más dijeron que pues va a haber DLC. Mostraron Monster Hunter Stories, que ya sabíamos. Monster Hunter Rise, que también solo son eventos, y ahorita Street Fighter. Más les vale tener algo bueno.
So far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary. We have new adventures to embark on in the world of Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and Monster Hunter Rise. And don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright and solve new cases. Finally, Don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank you for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
Yeah! Se atrevieron a hacer un evento para no anunciar nada. O sea, algo que podían haber puesto en un tweet. Y ya. Así de gracias por jugar Resident 7. Ahí viene la 3.1 de Rise. Compren Monster Hunter Stories y va a tener demo. Y pues seguimos haciendo torneos de Street Fighter. Se atrevieron a absolutamente nada. O sea, nada más fue de gracias por comprar Resident 7. El demo de Stories, la 3.1 que no anunciaron tampoco nada porque ya sabíamos de ese evento, o sea, ese evento ya había sido anunciado. Y Ace Attorney, o sea, ¿sabes qué es lo peor del caso? Que Ace Attorney es un gran juego, pero fue lo que más mostraron y por mostrarlo tanto ya hicieron que la gente se aburriera de ese juego. Entonces, olviden todo. O sea, sí se pasaron de pistola, ¿eh? Pues nada, gente, lo dejamos hasta aquí. Dejen activar las notificaciones porque mañana hay conferencia de Nintendo. Tengamos esperanza en Nintendo para que nos muestre algo aceptable. Mañana es en la mañanita, creo que a las 11 de la mañana hora central, 9 de la mañana hora del Pacífico. Para ver qué muestra Nintendo. Pues nada, suscríbanse, dejen su like. Dejen sus insultos a Capcom, porque sí se pasó de lanza esta vez. Y pues nada, nos estamos viendo hasta la siguiente ocasión.
You must save her, my daughter.